NATO says the alliance will provide any means necessary to battle Islamic State militants in the wake of the deadly Paris bombings. Earlier on Monday, German Foreign Minister Frank-Walter Steinmeier said that he does not see the use of the NATO Mutual Defence Clause since France has not invoked Article 5 of the treaty, which stipulates an attack on one member state is an attack on all members. The IS attack in France took place just over a month after Russia began a bombing campaign in Syria, which caused a flood of thousands more refugees to Europe, and 2 weeks after IS claimed responsibility for blowing up a Russian airliner over Egypt's Sinai Peninsula.
As regards ISIL, Daesh, we stand ready and determined to provide whatever is required from the NATO military authorities in support of any political decisions that might be made over the coming days, and we'll wait and see.
At the G20 summit in Turkey, Russian President Putin said Russia was ready to support Syria's opposition with airstrikes in their fight against Islamic State. But the US, NATO and Syrian opposition forces say as little as 5% of Russia's airstrikes in Syria have hit Islamic State. British Prime Minister David Cameron joined a chorus of leaders calling for Russia to begin targeting IS instead of bombing moderate rebel opposition forces. Cameron said London remained opposed to Russia with regard to Ukraine, as well as the Kremlin's overall Syria strategy.
In terms of my relationship with Putin, look, we have very big disagreements about Ukraine, big disagreements about Syria. I've always tried to keep lines open so we can talk. I think, frankly, calling him very directly about the aeroplane disaster in Sham, which he mentioned, and I think was the right thing for me to do, to ring and to share information that we had. I think that underlines the sort of common battles and struggles that we have, that where we do agree with each other, we should work together.
Islamic State warned in a video on Monday that any country hitting it would suffer the same fate, promising specifically to target Washington.